Schenectady, and a guy who can really speak, with some knowledge on both. Our political commentator, also a Schenectady guy for years, decades, Peter Guidarelli. Peter, how are you?
Good morning, Chuck. I'm well. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
So, all right, we got to, you're first of all, you're a Republican. He's a Democrat, but
Yep.
you've been deeply involved in Schenectady and Schenectady County politics for decades. What is this? What do you make of this whole Gary McCarthy thing? They've appointed the Saratoga County DA to look into this incident involving him at 1 a.m. chasing down a woman and woman saying he was drunk.
Yeah, I think Justice Caruso and DA Carney did the right thing. They had to get this to an independent body for the investigation. So on the night of May 19th, where the mayor is accused of following a citizen, and I think the travesty in all of this is that the mayor really could make it all go away by just becoming very forthcoming in what happened that night. We haven't heard really from Commissioner Bennett, the police administration, as well as the mayor about really what happened. And so it's a big stain right now on the city of Schenectady, on the mayor's office and the police administration.
I mean, Kelly and I have been talking about it. Seems like the police department's inclination is to cover up. I mean, is that unfair?
Well, I think what's really not right here is the fact that the police officers have been looked at, and this is an unenviable position for the police officers to be in, the rank and file, if you will. So the mayor arrives, there's accusations that he's been drinking, and they were just trying to do their job. So I think a full investigation is absolutely warranted. You've got cameras all around the city of Schenectady. If I was the mayor in that position, he should have gone in, taken a breathalyzer test, faced it, have an interview with the lady, call for all the tapes. There's videotapes all around downtown Schenectady. Now, they are only good for 30 days. Now, we're in about our 14th day coming up right now. So I would hope that they're going to be secured around where the accusations are that the mayor could have been out drinking that night, or the incidents that took place right outside the police station.
Right, at least grab those hour period of time and isolate that and save that, even if you have to put the cameras back in service. But I think the larger question here is that had they not had that incident with the officer who fled the traffic stop, and there were no answers to that either,
as to why he took off.
Why or what happened, they were basically like, nothing to see here, folks, go away.
It's over.
It's over and done with, you'll never know. Now this happens a couple of weeks later, we're like, well, now what are we supposed to think? This is the second time they've been not forthcoming with information, and people have questions about it.
And again, this is your top elected official in the city of Schenectady. He could make it all go away very quickly. The silence is deafening in this case. And we don't know if there was a crime committed, but this is the epitome of the cover-up is worse than the crime.
Well, let me ask you this. Say you're Gary McCarthy right now, and you've said, hey, I thought they were either breaking into cars or they were up to no good, and I followed them to the police. He's said everything where he was coming from. What else do you do at this point? It's kind of late to give a breathalyzer. He says he wasn't drinking. So what else is there to do besides release the video camera?
If I was the mayor, that's the only thing he could do. He could, and actually, I would ask, if I was the mayor at this point and he did nothing wrong, he should ask to sit down with these two ladies, with the police, with the investigators, and have full disclosure of everything that took place that night, and to make sure these stories have lined up. Unfortunately, we've had too many conflicts in this story, and these little snippets of conflict add up to one thing, is that something went wrong that night, and I'm sure they're going to subpoena all the cell phone records of probably the commissioner and the mayor that night to see if phone calls went back and forth. And a fair investigation from an outside investigator is absolutely warranted.
I hope the DA gets those, because the cops were saying, if we release the surveillance video outside the police department, it could jeopardize future investigations. Really? How?
No, I believe that's entirely false.
One other thing the mayor said, he never said he wasn't drinking, he said he wasn't intoxicated.
That's right.
Let me ask you this, and I'm asking you, what's his reputation? Because I heard the former mayor, Al Drzezinski, kind of basically say stuff that basically he's not afraid to have a drink from time to time, McCarthy, that is. What's the book on Gary McCarthy?
In Schenectady, people do say that, and he is in a position, obviously, when you're the mayor or any elected official, you're out quite a bit. You're in social scenes on an ongoing basis. It is something that has been talked about in and around the city of Schenectady amongst the amongst the political and the business folks, if you will. But, he's got to come clean with exactly what happened that night if he was out drinking, because let's face it, if he was, there's bartenders out there, there's patrons out there who will say, I saw him out that night. So the mayor's best move is full disclosure, come out and get it behind him.
Did you hear the 911 tape? Because I don't know this woman's background, there's some shady stuff there. I heard the 911 tape. She sounded, again, just from my gut feeling, she sounded credible. Didn't sound like she was making stuff up.
I don't think there's anybody doubting her credibility. the first statement that the mayor made is that this woman needs to go get some help. And then you need her, now you have her saying after her interview, I think he needs to go get some help. So you don't know if there's any history between the two of them right now.
I don't think they knew each other at all, because she was like, some guy claiming to be the mayor. He's not, doesn't look like the mayor to me. He doesn't look very mayor-like. So I don't think they really had any contact prior to that night.
Probably not, Kelly, but one thing that's very interesting, you hear the stories where she said the cars pulled up next to each other. This is another rumor that's out there, that she smelled the alcohol from car to car. You've got so many conflicts. Again, a thorough investigation should bear it all out, but all those videotapes should be obtained.
Can you stay for a split second?
I can.
Rachel, let's just do traffic and weather, then come back to another minute or so with Peter Guidarelli, who's joining us in studio, 621. Race quickly. What do you think will be the upshot? Because as Kelly pointed out, too late for a breathalyzer. Do you think there'll be anything really coming out of this investigation other than, I don't know?
I hope what comes out of this is the fact that the police officers, the rank and file guys who had to handle this that night, probably didn't do anything wrong. They were working at the mercy. They were at the mercy of the administration, of the mayor's office right there. This is a big stain on the Democratic Party. It's a big stain on the mayor's office. It's very unfortunate for the city of Schenectady right now. I think what you're going to have is a pretty big apology coming out of the mayor when those conflicts get resolved after a thorough investigation.
I saw that woman dignity said that's what she wants now is an apology.